minute.
I don't know. I don't even know what the purpose of it is. Gotcha.
Shout out to my barber, shout out to my stylist. We are Beards and Baldheads. Host Fat Lace. Lies guy I know on earth. True lies. TJ, I seen you getting busy. We're gonna get to that. Been getting real busy over here. You feel me? Mr. Aggie Pride himself. Cousin D. D Hack.
Yo, it's good. Good evening.
I got the Soul Survivor.
Yes, sir, I am.
Barry in the building.
Yes.
Trying to get my do-rag right, B.
That's it. Just rocking like that. That's
Like,
it.
what, do I do a Cali style?
Wait a minute.
There's no right or wrong.
There's no right or wrong. Cape out.
No
Unless
right
it's
or
sorry.
wrong.
Don't let sag.
I don't know why I got to do rag on.
It'll
Yo,
make no
first of all, I miss it.
You missed it. All right.
I miss those days.
That's good enough excuse.
I miss those days of like when you was.
do-rag was like hang time.
It was when you had your do-rag
Yeah,
on.
it was like hang time. Back
Like
then.
I look like DMX mugshots under here. I'm gonna keep it real. Like
And then we started tucking it, but you know.
yeah, I was thinking
It's
about
like,
tucking. I was
nah,
used
nah,
to
just let
that.
it go.
Keep it. You know, shout out to Nip. You
It
know,
goes around,
rest in
comes
peace.
back around
Yeah.
again.
That's just called. You got the cape out.
The cape out.
Yep.
You know, I miss them days, man.
Yep, it goes around, comes
Sometimes
back
you
around
miss those
again.
days of
Why
when you
not?
could do those
Get
things.
your do-rag on point.
Yeah, like I used to.
Why not?
Right, let me get that Dax. That brush going on. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. But I didn't have a hat. Real talk. I'm gonna tell y'all really why. I left my hat, and I'm like, hey, I ain't got another hat on me, and I had the sweaty Yankee. I was like, nah, that can't come on. I was like, why not a do-rag? You know.
They would never go wrong with it. Yankee hat is like anything you can wear.
And
beat up.
only if it's fresh.
you can wear it beat up. I think.
You can wear beat up.
Yeah, depending
Babe
on what
Ruth?
you wearing though.
Reggie Jackson style, maybe.
Well,
Oh, it wasn't working.
it's like a trucker hat.
I feel you. I feel you.
in this region.
Yeah. Now I feel you, man. You know, a lot of stuff went on this past weekend. You know, number one thing that popped off is the Super Bowl.
Yes, it did.
You know,
Y'all had.
I gotta say,
Y'all had a good shot.
I say FC.
Yeah. We just gave it up at the end of the game.
You blame Shanahan?
No,
He got away from the game plan to running the ball.
I mean he did, but also players got to execute, and it's just some things that they didn't execute on.
Correct, sir. It was a combination of things, but that was part of it, a big part of it. And like you said, I really think that it's like the third game I actually seen in Super Bowl in my recent memory. I'm like, how do you let it go? The first one comes to mind is, of course, Seattle.
that was a big one.
That was like, wow, the
That was
worst,
nuts.
the worst call in the history of sports.
So are we going?
Oh, in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that will go down as the worst
Yeah,
call in
I
the
don't
history of
remember
sports of not giving
I remember celebrating that
Marshawn
night,
Lynch.
That's all.
Yeah, so that's an asterisk.
Are we
And
going to
then
not
you-
act like? Pardon me, B. Are we going to not act like Dion just alleyed right over me to TJ
Right.
talking about his team losing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
He
is
didn't
what
count
it is.
you as one of the members of that.
If y'all remember me last year, I was rolling with KC, and I really feel like, I should stick with KC because, if y'all didn't know, Patrick Mahomes became the third black quarterback to win in the Super Bowl. So let's give it up for
That
Black
was
History
big.
Month.
That
You know what I'm
was big.
saying?
That was big.
You know,
That
like,
was big.
just give it up. I was, let's do that.
I know some folks who don't want to give him his blackness.
Well, that's the same thing happened with Russell. That's the same thing happened with
These are
Kaepernick.
the same
I
folks
would-
If you
that
light
rock-
skin
I know these
and
are
your
people
hair
who rock
is
with
has
Kaepernick.
a different
People
tone,
who rock
a
with
shade.
Kaepernick, but be like, oh no, F Mahomes, he ain't really black.
That's
but rock with
crazy.
Kaepernick, who
No,
half black.
what is Mahomes?
I don't think it's a
He's
half
half
black
black.
thing. His father's black.
His father,
Okay.
he
He
could
black.
be a
His father
pitcher
was
for
a
the
baseball
Mets.
player.
His dad
But-
pitched for the Mets.
Oh, okay.
He's
But nah,
definitely-
he made some comments on like Trayvon Martin and black people resisting arrest that was kind of like,
Who Mahomes did?
yeah,
What he say?
just pretty much like black people need to stop resisting. He said that, and I forgot exactly what he said about Trayvon, but whatever it was, it would make you question his blackness. I'll say that.
He could question it.
But that's just views.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk,
But he's black. He's black.
if you want to talk, he said, "Oh, you could be black
He
by
was
you could be-
raised-
you
he was
could be
raised
you could be down by
different,
law
so-
too, though. Not down by law."
He did this on
Different
Twitter.
mentality.
Yo, you're right. You're right. Be like, did he do this on Twitter? What did he do this on?
It don't matter. He did it.
That's bad. That's not a good look.
Nah,
But,
I just I don't be knowing like what's
I
going
don't know what
on.
it was on either.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the same way people felt when Dak Prescott said he don't think we should kneel. He was like, I don't think any of the Cowboys should kneel. So people looked at that a certain way.
Well, because what it was with him specifically with Dak, you ain't have to say nothing at all.
There you go.
Like you went out your way to do that.
Right.
That's what people
Right.
piss people off.
Exactly.
Did he or did
He-
somebody ask him that question?
I'm not sure.
You know, they edit stuff for you to think one
He didn't
thing.
have to answer that question.
Next.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to answer that.
No,
if it was a question,
he could have left with TJ. With TJ, he could have just left his opinion off of it. Like, you know what? I refuse to comment on it. Period. Just leave it like that. You chose a side though. You chose your owner's side, who blatantly said if y'all sit down or whatever, y'all not playing. So you threatened. Your owner threatened you, and you co-signed with him.
Yo, man, y'all on the check and let us know how y'all feel about that.
Oh, okay.
Man.
It was about Trayvon. So he said, "Stop resisting arrest or assaulting a cop."
Shout out to
Ron
everybody
didn't
on the check.
resist arrest or assault a cop though.
Yeah, but he was talking about Trayvon specifically, I think. Then he said, "No one knows exactly what happened, which is why he's not guilty, but a crime could have occurred." Okay.
Sound like he's just trying to be politically
Yeah, he's
correct.
being politically correct.
Yo,
Right.
man, yo. Speaking of politics, man, yo, one of the biggest things in Super Bowl is those commercials. Did y'all happen to peep the commercial with Trump?
Alice Johnson.
What's her name?
Alice Johnson.
Man, I didn't
really see it.
I halfway pay attention, but all I heard, yo, she was like, "Hallelujah, thank the Lord for the good man, Dr. Martin Luther Trump, for coming out and saving my whole life." Like, you would have swore.
Did she say that?
Nah, but she definitely brought the Lord into it and thanked Jesus for this great man. Donald,
Wow.
she said like his middle name, like Donald Luther Trump.
Donald
She tried
J.
to make
Trump.
him Martin Luther King.
Wow.
At the same time, the way the black woman went to the First Baptist Church in this commercial.
What was the premise for the commercial? Like, it was a company?
It was
a political advertisement.
It was a political
okay.
advertisement
From black
in the middle
people.
from black people.
Got you. The
A
black.
black woman.
She got the bag. That's what it was.
So it's the blacks for Trump.
Well, really, but he the one. He got her out of jail when it boiled down to it.
And
He pardoned her. Him and Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
her and Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian
Help
her get
pardon
out.
her.
Oh, help pardon her. So
I heard about that girl. Okay, I know you're talking about.
I ain't know about it. Super just telling me
her
earlier.
case. Her case was crazy. She needed to be pardoned.
What was the case?
I really don't want to go into detail because I'm not 100%.
No doubt. But I
sure.
heard Obama was the first one who started trying to free her. And then Trump paused it.
Yeah, I got to go back and look at it. But if I remember, it was like, wow, why she still locked up?
And
I do remember it, but I can't remember the details, so I don't want to lie.
What up with Eddie on the check-in? What up to Bill Blast on the check-in? Like, yeah, he got her out of jail.
Right.
And then, well, bam, let me use it. It was kind of similar when I think we were talking about the JFK last year, JFK and Nixon. Like, Nixon really didn't care about the black just as much as JFK. But it was a big publicity move, I should say, or campaign move when it got Dr. Martin Luther King out of jail. JFK didn't care about the black people down south
No.
at the time.
But he realized that
Cocaine trafficking. It
Them
was
votes.
drugs. It was drugs. She had
There you
life.
go.
Oh,
She had life for coke, for cocaine trafficking.
Right.
Mm.
But
Life.
That's the thing. You're not supposed
Damn,
to
life?
get life for drugs.
Damn, life for getting high. Man, what's up, man?
No, trafficking.
No, trafficking.
Trafficking,
But
I mean,
still,
but helping people get high.
still,
Man,
you got
still,
murderers that get out.
Man. Yeah, man. What up to Shaheed? My boy Shaheed Muhammad on the check-in. Camellia, Dev Ren.
Hey, what's up, Shaheed?
Lord, shout out to everybody on the check-in. Lamar, Kim, Paige, Tiff, Greg, Rojo, Stacy, Lawrence, Rocky, Samad, Yvonne, and Sharika. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. We're going to keep this going. Hope y'all, shout out to my boy CJ on the check-in as well. Man, so yes, back to this. That does have me tripping. If y'all do see that commercial, I don't know if it's going to come on again.
Oh, you can probably YouTube.
Y'all can YouTube it.
I was disappointed in the commercials all around, but yeah, I gotta go back and catch that one again.
Yeah, it was.
The
I'm
commercials
like,
to me,
dang.
they weren't like they used to be.
She was Dr. Martin Luther Trump. The way she was praising him, I was like, "Yo, this is a new one."
Yeah, too many of the commercials didn't really even
And stick.
appease to me, catch my eye.
I don't really
Well,
watch
like that.
I never
appease
watched the
word.
Super Bowl for
You get a
commercials.
point for
anyway.
that.
They used to be something. They used to be interesting.
Well, no, this
Exactly.
year was a whole. This was mad political this year though.
Yeah, it was.
But the whole NFL is political right now, like super political. It's all
Tom Brady
Propaganda.
commercial was
$5 million per commercial.
hilarious.
Bill Blass got him on the
Little over $5
check-in.
million.
He said, "Did y'all talk about? I want to say, did you talk about Cap and everything that he did? Cap did something new."
nah. Bill Blasters don't like Cap.
Oh, he said,
And so
I ain't want to say the whole thing. He said, "Y'all can read on the check-in."
he just don't like Cap.
CJ, what up? Yo, man, like, yo, I mean, hey,
And
man.
I don't agree with him, but you know he's entitled to that.
CJ, we need you to come on the show with the real estate divas, man. You've been in that real estate for a long time, man. Shout out to Camellia. And then I'm gonna make sure I get in contact with you. He just don't like Cat.
But Captain, they didn't throw no commercial out there for him. But Nike didn't throw nothing in there for him this time.
Oh, you know the NFL was
Cause pretty much he like signed with Jay, from what I recall earlier.
Oh, that's what he did.
Yeah, but I mean just
No,
he
man.
said he like started an imaginary beef with Jay-Z. Anyway, starting an imaginary beef
He
with that
probably wasn't
nigga.
even there.
Yo, speak of the Hove, man.
He wasn't.
Yo, that me and Barry was talking about it because I said definitely I don't want to see a halftime show unless it got 2 Live Crew. They in Miami.
Right. They went.
Hood rat, hoochie mama. I wanted to hear that.
They went to the Latin scene in Miami though.
They
Word.
definitely did.
Because that's the biggest scene in Miami, period.
That is. You need to be bilingual when you're down there half the time.
Yeah, I think I watched all that halftime.
I did. What y'all think about that?
It was exactly what I expected. A bunch of Latino music
I
and
think because
dancing.
all the booty shaking, I overwhelmed myself, and I automatically said it was like top 5, but then I had to think back to some of the old ones,
It
and
probably-
I rescinded that statement.
Top
D is
five
on the
of-
board with 2 words. Rescinded, definitely.
Top
I
5
rescinded
of what?
that statement. Like best Super
Bowl halftimes.
Ooh, yeah, you was feeling it.
Yeah,
It could be top
it was the
5.
booty, it was the booty
I
shaking.
can't.
Yo, I feel it.
Shakira and J-Lo, I couldn't help
Yo,
myself.
I could name maybe 4 off the top of my head that was better.
I
I
wanted,
didn't say it was. There was definitely ones above that.
But it's one of the top
Beyonce,
one. It was entertaining.
Beyonce, Bruno Mars.
it was
you know,
entertaining.
Michael
It was
Jackson,
I mean, it was exactly what I expected. Dancing and
Yeah.
entertainment.
I wanted Trina.
Trina.
I wanted Trina to come out. When I get Miami
I can't
performance,
see, I don't think I don't see it. She's
No.
not. She's not national.
All he did was
She
brought
not-
out
and
the
I
two,
thought about that. She's not big
reggaeton
enough.
She's
dudes,
not
right?
big enough for it. Neither is Trick Daddy. None of those guys.
Trick
Maybe
ain't
maybe
going on
Luke.
stage.
Maybe.
Luke
But
ain't-
they'll never do Luke Super Bowl.
never.
Luke
Nah,
don't
never.
perform no more.
Never.
I'm sure, but if Luke want to get him out,
Maybe he'll cameo real quick, but no.
yeah,
It's
I
scared
just
he
wanted
gonna do
to,
something.
because I like last year when Big Boy came out, and I'm like, yo, that's the A right there. Him and
Like, what can
CB
Luke
Brown.
do? What can
Listen,
Luke do that's
If
not
they
gonna
had- if
be?
anybody
pushed
came
the
out,
envelope?
it would have been Pitbull who did something during the pre.
I would have felt that,
Or
he did
Flo
something.
Rida.
At least somebody. I wanted somebody from that Miami
Pitbull
scene.
gets paid by the state of
They
state
brought
of
bad
Florida
well
to
bad
promote
money out. But
people, and he's like he gets paid by the state of Florida
Who's
to
that?
promote like tourism in Florida. Pitbull,
What?
Pitbull.
Pitbull brings in that bread.
He does.
Pitbull does.
He does.
He does.
But
get that
he
back.
had his show.
He can really rap too.
When once I saw
He can.
him, I knew he wasn't coming back once he did the pre-game stuff.
Mm.
So he won't. And I say you won't see him again tonight. That's it. For him.
Then I noticed they did a song they did, and they didn't have Cardi out, but they had the dude out.
Bad Bunny.
That's who.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny is like Drake in Puerto Rico.
She just said all the. He said like Drake can put. Nah, he is
He's
big.
like Drake in Puerto Rico. He's like the top 5.
yo, Bill Blass is not letting up on Cap. Say, yo, he a sucker. Yo, man, be nice to Cap, man.
No,
Say, yo, everybody, CJ talking about Cap is done. But how J-Lo play herself? I don't think J-Lo played herself. I'm feeling J-Lo right now. Like, I was.
Some people think that Shakira outperformed her.
Shakira is a performer, like a real. I mean, not that J Lo isn't, but like some people are just better at it.
Really,
than other
people was nitpicking it like that.
Shout out to my sister Keys. Some people were still talking about Beyonce, and I'm like, yo, can we give them their props for doing what
I
they
know
do?
people that was upset because it was a Latin-based Super Bowl, like on some black, like on some. I don't know.
I feel what you're saying. It's a touchy topic.
Anybody, but I mean, they switch it up every year.
Nah, but I was like, I'm looking at them.
Like,
I'm looking like, why y'all? I'm looking at my people. Like, why you feel that way? Like, we can't give nothing to.
Why?
Nobody.
Because Meg Thee Stallion wasn't up
I
there.
mean,
I wanted to see Meg.
I just laughed at it because I was like, I probably a lot of people feel the same way. Like, oh, why we got a
Meg
Spanish
looking right.
Spanish halftime show? I'm like, why not?
I think for argument's sake, they might look at the population of Spanish players in the league. Maybe.
I just looked at
What
where the
league?
game
in
was
NFL.
played.
This is NFL, not baseball.
And that's what I'm saying. In the NFL, in baseball, highly
no.
Spanish population, but in football, no. So why isn't maybe? But I'm not sure what the viewership is as far as Spanish people watching.
Like
I don't know.
In Miami, and that's the Miami
Now that
vibe.
makes sense.
Miami vibe.
That
That's
made
the
sense.
vibe of Miami.
Makes sense.
I mean, they are pushing the Latino thing. I mean, they playing games in Mexico.
Playing football,
Yeah.
no doubt.
So they trying to make
Maybe
it
trying
global.
to push and integrate.
They trying to make it global. Don't get me wrong. California has a lot of Latino football fans.
Absolutely.
A lot of them are Raiders and Charger fans, but still,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a lot of them. I mean, it's not like
I think it was just a vibe. Like if
That's
they
how I
did it
felt.
in Nashville, you probably have
There you go. That's the way
Lady
I took it.
Antebellum out there.
I
or
feel like if it was
somebody
in
like
Nashville, there might have been more country people.
No doubt.
Singing. So I'm not saying I agree with that
that.
concept,
Kelly Clarkson.
but I thought that's what they did on this one.
I got the flies guy I know to the left of me, and everybody when y'all go out of town, y'all always know we try to put on our best, and some people do too much. Shout out to everybody. You got to give it to J-Lo. She's 50 years old. Yes, you do. You do got to give it to J-Lo. And they have always pushed the Latin women as the sexiest, and they highly appeal to white men.
True. And black men, too.
And black men too. Shout out to my boy Cheese, my boy Randall on the check-in. And my boy Cheese is on the check. So yeah, I got the flies guy I know. And TJ, let me know about this outfit your boy had on right here. I think it's worse than Buster, but I want you to talk to me.
No, that's all I really say.
Just know, I got this from my boy Mal. Tiger had this on.
Tiger wearing that shit too.
Are we going too far with
Why
the
on
fashion?
belts? Like seriously?
My problem with Mayweather is with this type of thing he's doing, bruh. When you wear stuff like this, it make us feel like you not happy with your money.
Talk about it, B.
I mean, it like, bro, we all know you have infinity bread.
Yep.
But you making it look like you have to show us because you're corny or something.
6,500. 6,500.
No, some
Like,
niggas just like to dress though.
I hear what you're saying, but he's over the top like a guy who fronting.
I mean, Tiger got one too, so
Tiger-
Tiger don't got floor
Tiger,
money.
well, I would
The 60,
expect it
60,
from Tiger, but
6,500
this guy
is that-
here
that
could wear a
was-
white tee.
This
and
jacket
flip-flop.
right here, 65.
6,500.
It's whack.
He could come through with a tank top and flip flops, and
He could.
everybody would still be like,
Like
yo,
yo, that's
that tank top might cost $3,000. We don't know.
Ain't there
But
more in the back?
but that's
Are there
not
more
how he.
pockets on
That's
the
not.
back?
I'm
that
just
ain't
saying that
bag.
his I think his over the topness is backfiring on him.
I would like it.
When he bought that big ass Chanel bag,
Like sometimes he has nice stuff, sometimes he doesn't.
I'm just saying that's my boy. I'm a fan of his, but he's looking like a clown.
God Justice said that that coat was trash.
He
I think if
looking
they
like a
take
clown,
off
man.
4 more pieces of luggage off the coat, it might be alright. I
You know
don't
what? If
know.
it didn't have,
Yeah, if
maybe-
he didn't have the
big ass pockets in the
extensions
front.
or whatever.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's over the top. You can't tell me that's not over the top, yo. That's like screaming, "Look at me!"
I mean,
And I just
said
feel
it-
like he don't need to do that. I'm just saying he don't need to do it.
Bro, we used to wear goggles
Yo, but that was a little bit
Everybody
flyer.
wore
That was
goggles,
flyer.
though.
Like that.
Nah,
It didn't say.
I'm just saying.
Like
Like,
the ski goggles, you mean?
But you know,
But it
that,
wasn't a status.
that was like an
symbol.
accessory,
Nah,
and it
yeah,
wasn't.
it
It
was
wasn't.
a status.
I
symbol.
got
It was-
Malcolm on the check and said, "Yo, Floyd got on his swag, got his son swag, or got on his swag. Floyd will rock anything. This outfit is just dumb. Floyd's hanging with a bunch of yes men. I'm sure he does." Bill
Yeah,
said,
you-
"Clown juice."
you take the pockets off, the jacket's fine.
And I'm with that. But you can't ignore
Why
the
all the
pockets.
belts though?
They're just there.
No.
They just there.
You only got one hip,
I don't know.
2 hips, but I mean,
I would say
one
I
waist.
don't have a problem with fashion, but for
Nah,
certain people,
I mean, it
for
looks
certain
whack,
people,
I agree.
For certain people, I think you gotta.
What's in all the pockets? Probably
it's
money
just-
with
I
him.
don't know, man.
I don't know. I was never
I
like.
have one filled with weed.
I was
if had
never a
it.
person that thought because
some
your
liquor
shit was
and all that.
expensive that it was dope
Not crack.
anyway. I always never thought that.
I mean, I expect their clothes to be expensive, personally.
But it ain't dope all the time. That's the
Right. That's my point. Like he's screaming, "Look at me!" Like too much. Like you don't have to go there with it.
Nah, he's bugging,
He
man.
could, like you said, he could have wore this a Louis jacket without the
Anna Marie.
the puffs on it.
He could have. Yo, what we got a
Nigga,
good 20.
Blast, I ain't justify shit. Shit what?
Yo,
I don't like the shit.
Yo, right now we got a good 24 people on the check-in. And I hope y'all all shared this show, and thank y'all for watching. So while we got everybody's attention, you know, I always talk about the flies guy. I know right here, and he's not just a fly coordinated person. This man is super dope behind this camera, and he has been catching. You see him, D? You see him out there? Like, look at this one right here. You got the sweat dripped all the way inside.
Pause.
Pause. Come on, man. This Styles P. Styles P don't play the pause game. This an ill shot right here, T.
Thank you.
Where we at right here? What's going on?
He jumped in the crowd
He
and he was just rocking. He was rocking in the crowd.
Where are we at this time?
Sony Hall.
Sony Hall. What are we doing right now?
Locks at a concert.
And
I
you,
like Sony Hall.
and you just pulled up?
Yeah, we had press passes.
Yo, stop being so humble. What is wrong with this guy right here? Like, you had the what?
My man got a press pass.
You just had the press pass. And you just happen to take some of the illest flicks in there. Is this what you do? How can they get in contact with you?
At True Line 6.
At-
But if I'm doing concert photography, I don't think they can contact me for that stuff.
Hey man, man, you get press passes, man. I mean, the people's got to know. And did you get to speak to this legend right here?
Yeah.
This DJ Permit.
Quick second. Yeah.
How to feel just being in the mix, man? How you feeling right now with the pictures taking off, man?
I mean, I just like doing the shit. I mean, I wouldn't say taking off. It's there. I'm just around.
You bubbling.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he hit me with the live footage. I'm like, yo, I'm right there. That's how I felt. That's why I hit him up like, yo, this is dope.
Yo,
Like
see.
I'm right. These are like some of my favorite dudes.
Or
I'm
I'm
like,
about to break my camera out, get a
and
press
I'm like,
pass.
yo, he in the mix.
Just gotta borrow a flash,
It
TJ.
had to be fun.
Shit. I was lucky enough to meet Rhapsody the other day too.
Nice. How was that?
I like her, yo.
It was cool. Like right after the premiere shit, she was right next door.
Her
And
personality
I was
is
with
mad nice.
I was with King Draft and Swink and Ruben Vincent. So the, like Jamla Records, I was with them. So we went over there and I got a chance to meet her. She's cool.
DJ Premier.
And Misa too.
And who?
Misa Hilton.
Did he just?
She's pretty.
Did he just say she pretty?
Yeah.
Misa?
Had that up close.
Hey, yo, I didn't know my man Large Professor. Like, Premier gave him props for like showing him how to make
Yo,
music.
yeah, Large Professor
Oh,
definitely
you jumping into
showed.
that hip hop?
Yo,
Crazy.
that
Like
we-
I'm learning
Nah,
stuff that I actually didn't know.
Yo, between Extra P, Q-Tip, all them, we gonna get
They
into
all say he was
Whew.
the guy.
The
Large
guy.
Professor was the
the
guy.
guy.
I say, wow.
Yo,
And I
Large,
was cool. I was a fan of Main Source.
Large
Brief
Professor
second.
was one of the main guys, Queens guy.
Looking
who,
at the front door.
Ooh, that was that one
Mhm.
right there. That was that run before. Cause we gonna get into that hip hop talk, and before we get into, I gotta talk about celebrity past. First, once again, rest in peace to Kobe.
Yep.
And shout out to all my barbers and stylists out there. There's a few dedications that they have dedicated to Kobe when it comes to these hairstyles. We're gonna show y'all a few.
Big.
Dope.
Crazy.
That's dope.
dope, man. Braids, dope.
That's
Braids
nice.
is nice.
That's nice.
This a little bit extra,
I get
but
it.
but
though.
it's dope too.
I get it.
You know, look, shout out to all those barbers putting in that work.
Should have
Staying
went
on
with the purple though, but it's cool.
purple with the yellow.
Yeah.
Staying on top of their craft. You know, we definitely honor and salute y'all and whoever did these braids. Woo!
The braids is hot.
Braun got a dope Black Mamba tat. I know you might not have it up there, but
Nah, I don't have it yet, but we gonna put that up next week. We definitely gonna keep pumping everybody. Look, man.
It's still
Yeah, yo, nah.
It's still hazy.
It's still hazy.
Yeah.
It's still hazy. And yes, TJ is flexing, real humble out there. He definitely is, Bill. One thing I was thinking about, it was two things when I'm watching ESPN this weekend, and I'm watching a few Kobe interviews, and I'm watching A Quiet Storm over again with who was it, Meta World Peace. I'm watching that. Kobe was a big part of that.
Yeah.
I'm watching the show, and then you can catch it on demand. The one with Steven Jackson and what's
Barnes.
Matt Barnes. They got one of the last interviews with him, and I'm watching that. Then I watch my favorite show. I'm watching Video Music Box. It still comes on. I watch that every Saturday. It's me and my son do, and Ralph McDaniels was giving a tribute to Kobe.
Right.
And I'm watching Kobe, and they got the joint with Brian McKnight that I forgot about.
Oh, man.
His rap career.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm watching that, and then I'm watching the one with Tyra Banks.
Yep.
And it made me think, because, it was definitely other art. We had Shaq who came out, but the Shaq and Kobe different. I think we kind of felt Shaq from the gate, like he was kind of dope with that What's Up Doc.
Right.
And then Kobe came out. He got signed. When Shaq got signed, he had like Eric Sermon. It wasn't as big. And it had me thinking about the celebrity pass to other positions and roles that are not in their genres, how they skip all the steps. Kobe got signed to Columbia and was with Trackmasters.
Right.
You got Nas with Trackmasters. You got Foxy. You got Will Smith. You got the top of the top. How do y'all feel about that time when him just skipping all the steps being the top? Like, do y'all think it's valid? Y'all don't think it's valid? Was 90s hip hop even kind of corny at the time where everyone got a pass?
That was the Jiggy era, and it made sense. I mean,
Doesn't make
why
sense.
Wouldn't they? Why would they not? That's Kobe. That's gonna bring them numbers more than whatever Kobe had to bring to the table talent wise.
So they going to more than recoup.
It's Kobe Bryant, yeah.
That was the era of if you had a good beat, you didn't have to have lyrics at that time.
No doubt.
I mean, I'm not saying not like that now.
Nah, I disagree.
I'm not saying
I'm
not like that
wondering.
now. But it was certain lanes, like you didn't have to be known for having bars if you had a hook and a nice beat. Look at Cedric Sabalas. He had a hit.
He had a hit.
Shaq had hits. He didn't have bars, but he had hits because he had a nice beat behind him.
But he had a
Yeah,
fire ass
Snickers.
song with Big though.
No,
He did.
no, his
You
biggest
Can't
song
Stop
was
the
"You
Rain."
Can't Stop the Rain."
He did.
That's his biggest song, not that Biggie song.
But no, I think it was two.
And Fushnickens.
The other one, the Biological Didn't Bother, My Father joint. I thought that was kind of ill. I think like Shaq had some decent songs.
Right.
He had some decent songs. Does it all depends on the ghostwriter? Like, do we care? Like,
You don't think Shaq wrote him?
I think Shaq might have wrote some because it sounds kind of basic, but I wouldn't mind if I wouldn't be shocked if he did.
His lyrics wasn't that complicated.
I
I'm-
do think Shaq was writing his own
I,
stuff.
I absolutely think he wrote.
I
Yeah,
think- yeah. It wasn't like that.
right.
Like, wow. With Kobe, I'm watching The Breakfast Club, and who was it? Steve Stout was talking about how hard of a worker he was even in the lab, and I'm like, man, I didn't know that. I didn't realize at the time that he was signed to Trackmasters and doing all that. But I'm just wondering, like, was it? I guess you saying it was a good business move, D.
It's Kobe Bryant.
It's Kobe.
So regardless of, like I said, his talent, his fans, people, whoever he played for, they gonna buy his album just to have Kobe's album. So
But you play for the Lakers. Like, he
Yeah.
plays for the Lakers.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you think that his fans in all the countries are gonna buy that album?
Makes sense.
I mean, he wasn't Kobe yet. Like, he wasn't the Kobe he wasn't Mamba yet or nothing like that. I mean, this is still like 98.
It was
99.
Hollywood. Last night.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, so
but
with
And you
Adidas
look
Kobe.
at it, all the rappers came. They were Lakers.
Yo, well, I got DJ Storm and Norman said 90s hip hop never corny, best era of the genre. I could dig it too.
Never corny, but it was a lot of
Nah,
beats.
man, y'all had
It was
MC
a lot of
Hammer.
music. It was a lot of
Yo,
Yeah, I mean, Hammer was dope, but
Hammer
I mean,
was dope.
you
Yeah,
get
y'all had MC Hammer. Y'all had Vanilla Ice.
you can't win them all, but
Hey.
majority.
Yeah, y'all had some whack niggas.
No, it was,
I mean,
TJ, why you saying
You
y'all
could,
like
you could
wasn't
call
down?
Hammer and Whack at the sense of hip hop, but not money
Nah,
and
I
music.
definitely thought. I definitely.
I mean, no,
Mainstream-
he was a hit maker.
Mainstream, he was by the biggest.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not.
Hammer wasn't focusing. I don't think
The
Hammer was
biggest.
real.
And that's
hip-hop
and that's
to
the
me.
point I was trying to make about.
Hammer is more
You
pop
didn't have
to
to
me.
have lyrics to be a top rapper back then.
He was pop.
If you
He
had
wasn't
if
hip-hop
you
to
had
me.
beats and music, you could still make it.
I don't know how we
we
got
had
all
two
in the
different
same
lanes
game.
going.
After 90, after 90, like 3 or 94, that stopped.
Right. I
What
get
you mean?
that.
What's that?
Like you had to have lyrics after like
Right.
after
Things
93,
changed
94.
because we went into the,
The
we
rap,
went
the rap, like cadence and the
Yeah.
speed and the
It definitely
flows,
changed.
it changed.
right.
Some of that stuff.
It
definitely-
wasn't a choppy Run DMC flow.
The '90s is cut in two though. People name the '90s is two parts of the '90s.
It is two parts of the 90s.
You got from '90 to like '94, and then you got
Before
from
and
like
after Bad Boy.
'94 all the way up to like '99, 2000.
Before and after Bad Boy.
It switches again.
Nah, it definitely was a before and after
Yeah,
Bad Boy.
definitely.
Do you think after?
Because gangster rap came in the '90s.
I think this
Right.
94
That
to
was the
98.
early 90s.
94 to
That was
98 is
that
the
was
era.
middle with Snoop Dogg.
Right
Early
now,
90s. Snoop Dogg came out in 92, bro.
Right.
94 to 98 is the era because of at 98 is when the Neptunes came out, and the Neptunes changed the sound again.
right now, the celebrity hold the same type of weight when you're trying to shift to another genre. Does it hold the same? When we look at a Drake,
Mm-hmm.
I felt Drake had to really earn his right into hip hop.
Oh, absolutely.
Unlike, even though he's an actor,
It took him a minute.
it took him a minute. He blew the bag. They didn't just give him a pass.
No.
Are we respecting the craft more?
I think that has more
No,
to do
because
with
you got to
being from Canada.
I say no because you got a lot of people that still don't like Drake. A lot of people don't like his style of music at all.
Some people don't. Some people don't.
Some people wish
that
he'd
nigga-
go away.
That nigga
Period.
fire. I'm not a
and
fan
I'm
of
with
his
you.
last
I
three
like
albums,
him.
but he fire.
Nah, he definitely is fine. I just wonder, with a craft like that, when you go to like, are we giving too many? Are we not giving the same amount of passes before because of celebrity with certain things?
What you mean?
Like at one point in the '90s, you could just be a rapper, and if you're a rapper, you could automatically be a movie star or at least have a role in a movie. At one point, just because of your celebrity. But that kind of made more sense to me because you are in videos and you're working on sets. I could see the correlation of coming from the rap video set to a movie set.
Right.
Camera angles.
Yeah,
You know how to be
notice,
professional.
Most of those rappers that got those acting roles outside of Tupac was a gangster role where they was playing a thug or something like that. Look at, not only Ice Cube, other than LL,
They left rap though,
but then look
they
at
did
like
that.
Fredro and Sticky Fingers and stuff
No
like
doubt.
that. They was all, every role they played was pretty much kind of a hardcore thug, like what their music portrayed them as.
Like the only rappers that made it as real actors, they left the game to do it.
Totally.
They left the game completely to
Who?
do it.
How? Who completely?
Will Smith basically completely
He's
left.
the only
it.
one.
No, but even
And
What
he
you
dropped
mean?
the album
Ice Cube
before.
was done.
Ice Cube dropped.
No.
He was
album.
done after Friday. He ain't
No,
come out
he
with no
wasn't.
more
He
albums.
dropped the
Really?
album.
you
Yes,
crazy
he
as
did.
hell.
I mean, he was coming
he
out
dropped
with.
War and Peace.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
that
dropped albums
was
after
that was
that.
like down
So
the
did
line.
LL.
No, that was like 98.
Only one who may not have is Ice-T. I'm not sure. I'm not a big. I don't listen for Ice-T music,
Ice-T.
but other than him, all of them dropped albums pretty much as they went into acting. Even LL.
No, Ice Cube was very consistent because he was doing stuff with West Side Connection still.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Ice-T, definitely got Ice-T. You got Luda. Luda left. You're absolutely right. Luda did leave.
Luda had no choice.
Luda had no choice.
Damn.
He did it.
I'm just saying, name me a rapper that was
I was
top
about
of
to
his
say
game
that
in
too,
acting
so, yeah.
and had a hit record at the same time.
That's a hard one.
Just Tupac.
That's my point. Y'all
Just
here
Tupac.
talking like I'm crazy. Or
No,
something.
no. Just Will Smith. We said just Will Smith.
That's what I'm saying.
LL.
You can come out with albums.
LL.
That don't mean your
LL
shit was
dropped an
popping.
album.
No, LL. Talking about how to hit.
But they, well, you were saying it like they
I'm
was
saying like they basically went away. That was like a secondary thing now that they were making songs here and there.
Nah, 'cause
but
look-
they weren't all in on their albums no more like that.
But what I'm disputing is Ice Cube dropped the album in '98 and 2000,
I mean,
I don't
and
remember.
then he was still doing West Side Connection. So that means he was
I get
dropping
it.
that like 95,
he was
96.
whacked in though.
So what I'm saying is that he was still consistently doing music
Yeah, he was just whacked at that point.
at that point.
Yeah, at that point.
Well,
Not
I don't
before.
think it-
Before
I
then,
don't-
absolutely
no,
But
not.
I don't think his
absolutely.
I don't think his
Yes,
movie
bro.
game was where it was though. He
Push
wasn't
rhymes
doing
like weight.
He wasn't doing "Are We There Yet" and shit. He
Yeah,
wasn't getting
that's
that
like
money.
That's when he was really into
That's
it.
my point. When that's the
Yeah.
real money.
But
When he
you talk-
started doing getting the real money from the acting, he gave that shit away.
Okay,
He started producing. Friday was a joke to them. They did that shit on a humbug. They didn't know that shit was gonna be what it was.
I guess the only thing I was contesting is that you said that he stopped after.
No,
Friday.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
nah,
I'm
nah,
just
he
making a
definitely-
reference. I'm not really being technical. I'm
Ice
just
Cube
saying
did
these
albums
guys
in
pretty much
2006,
left.
2008,
No, nah, he still kept making music.
2018.
Well,
What-
name the songs that's on those albums. That's
Nah, we
hits.
ain't.
We might not know.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Y'all
about
keep
that
trying to-
Nah, we ain't
No,
listen
I'm
to it.
saying, yo.
I definitely like the song with Crazy Bone.
I
Should be filthy rich and no on top.
You're saying that they don't drop hits after they start acting?
Thank you. That's my point.
It's
Something
hard.
gotta give, bro.
But speaking
It's
of
hard to do both consistently.
speaking
at the top
of-
level.
like leveraging your celebrity, was he one of the first ones to do it, crossing over with genres? First of all, this is Jim Brown right here. I didn't know Jim Brown played basketball. Did y'all know that? I just knew he played lacrosse.
He played everything.
I didn't know this, right?
Shuffleboard, swimming. He was on the croquet team.
Yo,
Jim Brown did it all.
He was the first Bo Nose.
he was the first bowl. No, yo,
Yeah.
that's not even how you pass a basketball right
It's
there.
quads, yo. You ain't have quads in that in like that in 54.
Yo, this is he said at 54 they had. Yo,
He did it all.
he that's not even how
That's
you.
why he was killing everybody.
He was killing everybody. He probably playing dodgeball.
He
Like,
probably averaged a double in Syracuse.
yo, look at him.
I
He's
told you.
rocking the number 30. I'm not
Like
even
6'1".
sure. They said he was a guard. He was a
How
guard.
big he was.
Yo, he was
Arms
huge, man.
crazy.
Damn. Yeah, but
That was the first super soldier right there.
the first super soldier, was he one of the first black action heroes? Is that safe to say?
I don't think
In the
he was-
movies, was he an
I don't-
action
no,
hero?
I think he was like a. I think he was. Was
Was it a sex symbol?
That's what he was.
More of the first black sex symbol in cinema
For black men.
for black males, like
crossing over.
crossing over from one genre.
No, because he was with a white woman. In
He
the
was.
Movie.
I
So
forgot.
That was big.
I forgot what movie that was.
He was acting alongside a white woman.
But that was
he wasn't in those. He wasn't. That wasn't like a black exploitation film he was in. He
It
was
wasn't.
He was in a major film with a white co-star. That was
Nah,
crazy.
but the dude from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker who started doing movies before Jim Brown, and I think he might have had a better.
What,
following
Hammer?
with the women, yeah.
But did he play football?
Yeah.
Fred- Fred
Fred Williams.
Fred Williams, he played football too.
He did. He
So they
did.
both around the same time.
Yeah,
they
he
leveraged
might
their
have- he
celebrity.
might have
And they were all
More
friends with
than
Isaac
Jim Brown.
Hayes too.
Oh
Yeah, Isaac
man,
was the ringleader.
even though he wasn't in the movie.
beards and bald heads, baby.
Even though he wasn't on the movie tip, I just thought about Amar Rashad.
Yeah, he's another one.
He was another one.
Yeah, he was another.
He's another one to leverage his celebrity and cross over to another genre. And was
Right.
dope.
And that nigga O.J. Simpson.
Whoa.
OJ.
We blew that one because we should have named him.
We should have
first.
named him first.
You're not allowed to.
You're not. Hold up, yo.
We blew
Watching
that
the Super
one.
Bowl when they put up the 100 greatest football players
Yeah.
and they had OJ. Did y'all think OJ was going to be there?
They had to.
They had OJ.
To keep-
on
They
there?
had OJ,
If
but
you-
he wasn't
yo,
there.
Yo,
Wasn't there?
no,
They
not
should've
there.
had him
But
there.
to leave him off the list is now you're messing up the integrity
You're
of
right.
what you're saying.
You're right. And I
Well,
was surprised they had him up there.
Which is why I
They
don't like
should've
the
videoed him.
NCAA, because how can you just erase whole seasons? And
That's why.
that shit is crazy to me.
It is.
Like this didn't happen.
Oh,
No,
when
I
they
saw Reggie
vacate, when they
Bush.
vacate games and stuff like that.
Yeah, look, I saw Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
I
Word.
saw
Right.
Jalen Rose.
Right.
Word.
You're right. Can't take that away.
Can't
Yo-
take what we had, Nutso.
Yo, the US
Champions,
thing
baby.
is crazy though.
Yeah.
He said,
USC
"What about
is
Bubba?
Say what? What happened? What
Bubba
happened?
from Police Academy."
Oh man.
Yo, y'all crazy on this check-in. Yo, shout out to my brother Lou on the check-in.
He definitely crossed over.
Yo, I got
Bubba Smith.
Oh
Yo,
my
he said,
God.
what about, he said, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar acted. Yes, he did. Another one who leveraged his celebrity.
Yo, the first time I seen him was in Airplane.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in a movie
Then he
called
had the
Airplane.
long ass roundhouses in the Bruce Lee movie.
And the Bruce Lee movie was hilarious.
Yo, them roundhouse kicks was long as
Yeah,
hell.
it was hilarious.
Jim Brown sold
He
himself
looked
out.
taller than 7 foot.
Yo, Jim Brown supported Trump.
He did.
Damn,
He was chilling with him.
he was chilling with him.
Oh, but I mean, I guess it's like, you know,
I didn't know that. I'm disappointed.
Yo, somebody say the word Trump and people be getting all worked up. It'd be so funny. Like,
It is, like-
if you say the word Trump, niggas,
Ooh.
I don't even know what I got into too many arguments trying to. I ain't even gonna get into that with Trump. I got too many people that they can't see clearly at all. It's so the hatred is so much.
Yo, I just feel like he's just that dumb.
It's
That
like, yo,
it's not even I hate him. I'm like, yo,
probably hate him is because he came from a world of
But y'all can't. I mean,
a business world,
it's
a
not-
reality TV world, no political.
people gotta understand though. It's not all bad. I hate to say it. It's not all bad. I'll be that guy.
I've been around people who felt he's not the worst,
He's
especially
not
from other
the
countries.
worst. He's not. In my lifetime, he's not. From what I've seen, yeah, he might talk the worst, but what he's doing is
Well,
not
no,
the
he's not
worst.
even in the one. He don't talk the worst. We just have public access to it.
I was saying my lifetime. I'm hearing him say crazy stuff I never heard before, but at the same time, I really don't think he's the worst. And I get a lot of flack for that, so I don't talk.
I mean,
about
like,
him.
I ain't no supporter, but I just
That's
feel like
not, definitely not.
I feel like just people really overreact to a lot of stuff.
Yes, I agree.
Yo, man, did y'all watch that? Whatchamacallit yet?
Like Vic,
You said Mike Vick? I did not see
I
that
didn't
Mike
see the
Vick
Mike
yet.
Vick yet.
With the documentary.
The documentaries.
Yeah, nah, I only watched piece of it, but I had to watch something else, so I had to come back to that later.
Did you know? When I'm watching that halftime show, and they had this one part where they was dancing. It was like a call and response going on, and I'm like, yo, that's that part in hip hop evolution when they were talking about in New Orleans when they were doing like it was like the DJ is chanting something, and then they're doing the dance, and I'm like, I just like seeing how our history started at one part, and how they don't get the credit at that point, and then someone else just takes the credit and they act like it's theirs. I mean, y'all gotta watch the Hip Hop Evolution if y'all didn't watch that. I want to keep preaching that because it tells I'm a hip hop guy. We are all hip hop guys,
Yes.
and to know our history and where it came from. Like, yeah, it's Black history, but some of that history, it doesn't interest me as much.
It's crazy because it's most of it is recent.
It is recent history. Hip hop only but 30 years old.
Yeah, I'm wild. I'm looking at this.
40,
About 40.
I said I'm looking at it, and I told Jay earlier. I'm like, I'm watching it, like, wow, I was there. Like, I was there when that happened.
Watching that business move start
Yeah.
early. You know,
like,
the narrative of Master P,
I was there.
the narrative of DJ Screw,
Yes.
the narrative of Cash Money, and it's not so much just the rap. It's Black history because the way they worked hard for their city, their community, the way they believed in themselves, and like, I don't care about nothing else
I remember laughing at
except
them.
our hood.
Yeah, I remember laughing at them, telling them that this shit'll never work. Like y'all, this is gonna stay down here.
See what happens when you believe in yourself? When you believe in yourself and stay true to yourself, whatever you want in life,
man.
it can happen.
Yeah, it was
Crazy.
weird, like seeing the development of all that. Because me going to school in different places, I was around Florida guys when all the No Limit stuff started dropping, and I was like, "Yo, No Limit!" Like, I had looking back, like, "Yo, they used to come out with a album. It seemed like every other week,
They did.
or at least 2 or 3 times a month." And then I was down south when Cash Money dropped. I was down south when Little John dropped, and I felt that wave down there firsthand, and was in the clubs and seeing the parties, seeing Little John
energy.
and then with everything, and the
Energy.
energy was crazy.
I remember Gangsta Walking.
That right there, I didn't know.
I remember
That Gangsta Walking. I'm watching it. I'm like, yo.
I remember my friend from Nashville teaching me, and he was like, "Just jump in." I'm like, "Dude," and it wasn't like unorganized.
It was definitely.
It was a routine to it, and everybody knew. It was almost like let
Had
you
women-
slide on a move.
Had women
Nah,
with
I
it.
saw that from the fraternities.
It was crazy.
It definitely integrated everything out there going on. So I'm like, yo, I always want to put that out there. Yeah, yo, that's the Black history I like watching. You know, my own history when it comes to the hip hop. I just was reading. I think I shared it on my Facebook. What's my man? Was it Lonnie Johnson? Was that his name with the Super Soaker? Y'all heard he just got paid?
Yeah, 73 mil.
Finally.
72.9 about
That's
70.
crazy.
Yeah. Finally got paid.
All this time.
Give me my money.
Finally got paid.
Wow.
Super Soaker. Super Soakers was that. How did it? Was it the copyright? What was going on why he did not get paid? Does anybody know?
I don't know, but it was definitely something with the copy, with the patent.
With the patent?
Right. With the patent, he had an issue.
Yo,
Yeah,
we
that
are so
patent's
dope.
right.
We are so dope as a people.
Yeah. Remember where everybody was fighting for? It took Run DMC forever. They really get their money from Adidas.
Oh, they wasn't getting their bread either.
Not the bread they was supposed to get.
That's why whatchamacallit
What-
came out with Fat Phone.
Were they ever sponsored by
Yeah.
Adidas?
Absolutely.
They were.
Absolutely.
They were. They were the first rap group ever signed to a
Yeah,
sneaker
they spoke
deal.
on that a
Oh,
little bit.
okay. Cause I didn't know how that was working. I was like,
Besides being an athlete, you know, they
Right.
got
They
a
would-
athletic shoe.
Adidas probably would have folded if it wasn't for them.
If it wasn't
You
for
think?
Damn.
Them and Fat Lace.
Man,
Nah,
listen,
they wasn't.
They wasn't selling like that because Reebok
Talk
was
that
getting
D.
it in.
I saved
I
the
don't know.
Adidas. Let's be
I'm
clear.
surprised. Like,
Reebok,
wow.
Reebok, Keds, Converse was getting it in.
Can I get a round of applause for saving Adidas?
With a J?
I saved Adidas.
It's checks over stripes.
It wouldn't be no Adidas if it wasn't for me
Checks
right now.
over stripes.
All y'all with y'all
That's what I
couples
like.
wearing Adidas in y'all pictures, me.
Jay was the first guy I knew that actually was wearing Adidas like me at the time.
Heard up like you, Rel was another. I got it on Rel.
Rel.
I was like, cause know what?
Yeah.
When it came, I'm like, yo, Jordans cost how much? I can get 3 pair of Adidas fresh for that same 1 pair of Jordans. I'm sticking with this right here, man.
I stopped. I bought my last. I bought the last pair of Jordan that came in the suitcase. That was it for me.
Ooh,
I said, I'm
them-
done with those. I'm
those,
done.
those was definitely
Done.
expensive
That
right
was
there.
my last pair. I said, I'm done.
Yo, man, speaking of them gifts, man, you know what you done bought with your money. If y'all ain't know, it's Valentine's month. It's next week.
Black History Month.
It's Valentine's, man. You don't see no Black History in Walgreens. You don't see Black History in ShopRite aisle,
Oh man, this
in Target.
gonna be a whole lot of breakups, divorces, and things of that nature.
Man,
about
yo,
to
man,
pop
what y'all
off.
think about this right here, man?
Fuck.
You done?
Like, grow up for real. Like, come
Alright,
on,
you done.
Stop. Go ahead, talk.
You done?
Talk. I'm listening.
Cool. Just be quiet. You was in Miami for 3 days, nigga. And out of them 3 days, you only had a total of 8 snaps. Nigga, I look stupid to you, nigga. Don't say nothing. I look stupid to you, nigga. I know you got niggas on close friends, nigga. But fuck all that. You recording niggas' bottles. And then I caught the shit. They got the little bin and shit that said courtesy of the Chasers. You was in Meek section. You fucked Meek. You fucked Meek in Miami.
I just found it funny
Fuck
how
you.
you want to argue and Valentine's Day is right around the corner. If you was broke, you could have just said that. Honestly, you just could have said that.
Word to my mother, bitch, stop playing me. I duffed the 42 out your fucking system. Stop playing.
Fuck.
Some people get real tight when it coming off that Miami trip. There's a lot of women out there.
Content providers are crazy.
These content is a lot of women. Not saying that we feel the same way he does. When that woman doesn't put that snap out there, when she snaps all day, then she goes on vacation and the snap doesn't work anymore. What's going on?
He said complimentary to Dream Chasers.
Complimentary of the Dream Chasers, because she was in that section.
Right.
She was in that section. Her friend seen it.
What did you think?
Say what did I think when I saw it?
No, I'm just saying for certain people out here, you know who type of female you dealing with
No.
for the most part.
You know what's going on.
Don't sit here and act like if your girl leave out of town, you nervous, nigga. You already know what it
You
is.
already know what it is. Might have,
Nervous for a reason.
You nervous for a reason. Your gut ain't dead.
you know what? You might have been the bad guy.
Whatever. You heard if you my age, you heard if Eddie Murphy told you, I shot the sheriff. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
I know
go
what
look
you're
it
talking
up.
about. Eddie.
Go look it up. If you don't know about what I mean by your girl going out of town and she's shooting the sheriff,
With Dexter.
look it up with Dexter. Yes. So go ahead. But if your girl leave out of town and you ain't got no butterfly, hey, boy,
I just want a man who.
you don't worry about
Yo,
it.
these memes right now. Yo, I'm mad I ain't put the meme up. It's all these memes. Be his peace. Be his God.
Sanctuary.
Be
Remember
his
that one?
sanctuary. Yo, you got these ones. I just want a couple. No, I just want someone in my life who just loves me, respects me, genuinely, and everything. Like, it's everything together. And you look at that meme, you like, yo, they are perfect. And then you got the meme sent to you. Why are we not perfect like them? That one picture with letters on top. They ain't even a real picture. Valentine's.
Tell her, stop living this fabricated life.
Fabricated life.
That's why I hate these love and hip hops and these. I can't say I hate them. I put it this way: they put some of these females in a bad mind state, yo. They really start to live vicariously through these people that
Eddie.
see on TV. Like,
I one half, Eddie.
That's not your life, exactly. That's what's gonna happen.
I one
to you.
half.
That's what's gonna happen to you.
Yo, game. Game is different, man. Shout out to Bomb on the check-in.
You know what make the game different? Social media. We was talking about that
Said
earlier.
whatever happened to Mo.
We talked about that earlier. That social media.
Yo, the
boy.
game.
That changed the game.
The social media done changed the game.
Yes.
Social media done changed Valentine's. Social
Yes.
media done changed relationships.
Yes.
Everything. Can't cheat like you used to. Can't creep like you used to. Can't even get fly like you used to, man. Like you got TJ I couldn't take a picture of him last week. Like, nah, man, I gotta wait there for the gram. I mean, I really ain't putting this splash out till May. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
That's what he told me.
This my spring,
That's
my
what you told me,
spring
too?
look. Just trying
I ain't say nothing.
Maybe he did say it. I don't know, man. But yo, man,
Yo, people gonna be
yo,
posting.
y'all seen,
People gonna be posting what they got for Valentine's Day on the social media, making
Oh,
other
dang.
girls feel like, even if she sent it to herself, she gonna make other girls feel like they're not loved as much.
ooh, it's gonna be some jobs, some edible arrangements, some
Sent to
some
theyselves.
flowers where people
Yeah.
like, oh, girl.
Yeah, with a note that she wrote to herself.
That's so yeah, it's gonna get like that. What you was talking about,
They
shit?
keep being you.
Keep being.
I was gonna ask y'all seen when Mace said the puff?
I did see what May said to Puff. May sound like he need a Valentine. Every other week, every other month, Mace comes out with a big rant and rave to get some attention.
I mean,
I don't think that at all. I don't ever see him talk really.
This ain't the first time he spoke about the publishing. This ain't the first time he ran off with the bag. Mace has pulled some stunts when
He's
it
still
comes to
talking
hip-hop.
about the money.
He's still talking about the publishing. He said he sold his for $20,000. Mace was one of the smarter guys. Before he was talking about how he never really was owed money from Puff. This back then.
Right. So why he talking
He
about
was
that?
lying. He was
Sometimes you
lying,
learn.
he was lying.
You might learn the game. Because he said
Absolutely.
he said he rolled by him side to side no matter what it was.
But he quit.
That's what I said. I thought he was straight with
But
the
he
money.
quit.
Okay, but he quit. Why would you keep? This is someone said. Why would you keep working if you're going to just keep getting fucked?
Yo, man, it's part of the business game. I mean,
Nah,
music business.
But you don't think he had a point?
He did have a
He
point.
quit because the money wasn't right.
Nah, he ain't quit. He quit because they extorted him. He got ran up out of
He was
Harlem.
getting ran down.
Got ran up
what,
out of Harlem.
That's what Cam was talking about.
That was real. He got ran up out of Harlem.
But that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
Nah, that's
so
official.
that's my thing. I think Mace, as talented as Mace was, even if he had a bad deal with Puff with his publishing for say his albums, if Mace would have stuck with himself, stuck with being true to the game in that business, he would have made so much more money. But he's in that street game. He's in that 90s hip hop, that New York grimy hip hop where you could get touched.
So you think if he would have stayed with Puffy, he would have made bread? That's what you said?
Not even.
Name one act outside of Faith and Biggie
Yeah.
that got money.
That's what I was getting
Mace.
ready to ask. That's
No,
what I was
Mace.
getting ready to ask.
So Mace is the only one.
He didn't get it off his publishing.
No, he got off publishing from other records he did and off writing. He was
Not connected to Puffy.
nah. This the difference. And Big. Big knew he was getting jerked.
Right.
So Big was like, yo, I'm getting jerked right here. Let me do this entertainment deal. And I got that. I'm going to take Cam. I'm going to get Charlie Baltimore. He knew he couldn't just be an artist.
The commission was coming.
Yeah, the commission was coming.
Right.
Mace did the same thing
So the question
with
is,
Harlem World.
yeah,
That's
so-
why some people didn't sign the Mace. Cam.
Well, what it is just to abuse people. Just go ahead and abuse other people. That's
part of the
hurt
game.
people, but it's not right.
It's not right. But if you want to be in that game,
Yeah, it's a trickle down.
It's a
Yeah,
trickle down
but
effect.
what I'm saying, we're not saying whether it's right or wrong. No, we're just saying, does Mace have a point? And Mace is right. His whole point was what Puff was talking about.
Yeah.
He's not practicing.
What I'm saying with Mace, yo, shut up. Because I'm like, yo, you quit.
Nah,
And you ran off with bags on him.
But you
He
can't.
said,
You,
"Shut
you
up."
can't. You
He ran off
can't.
with bags.
You can't do that. You can't invalidate how somebody feels.
No,
about
no,
something.
I do think he had some validation with that, but I'm like, yo, how many times you done jerked him? Like, they could have had this conversation maybe 20 years ago if you didn't quit.
So Puff wrong
No.
for telling them like you got to match whoever.
No, you're
At this point, I don't think you're going to have the same respectful conversation. That's what I'm saying. Because Mace was a cash cow. And I think at one point, Mace could have got his publishing back. I think Mace could have had higher leverage in the game if he didn't quit. But you quit. And you put a lot of people in other bonds. And you did your own people the same way they did you. Not saying he doesn't have an argument. I completely feel he has a genuine argument. But nah, yo.
the only wrongdoing I've heard of him doing is when he was trying to charge Cam to be in the video, and really
And not even, and after that, once they got to the real deal, I don't think he did that part wrong. I think it was more so, I heard that part as well, when he tried to sign them for like $10,000 each. That's all they was going to get, because he was going to take the publishing for the Harlem World project.
well, yeah, because he had the problem is it's just a game of leeches, and it's really just a pyramid scheme. So you just try to get the next sucker, and then they gonna get the next sucker, and
It's
that's
business.
that shit whack.
It's business, but it's business till you
Then
get
Cam
your
comes
own.
out with a dip set and it's going
Yeah,
on
it's
and
business.
on.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's in this
Everybody
music
got a
business.
set
But it's
that
not
has a
good
set
business.
within a set.
It's hard in music business to have good business.
But it's no, I'm just saying that's not good business.
It's hard to have it. Like, it's, you got people who
You niggas is stealing.
you signed the contract.
You did, but you still stealing. So my thing is just like if you see and if you talking this black excellence shit, then that whatever Mace is worth ain't killing you. If you really want to empower your
Why
people.
you ain't say this to me? Sir?
Because I think he did it later after that. Actually,
Nah, he did. Probably did.
because that was Thursday. I think he did that with Friday or Saturday.
Yo, Puff. I'm telling you, this is the reason why I ain't do the making of the band or audition, because I'm like, yo, like how Soup was saying, everybody gets jerked.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, is how are you going? Because what you will be is a celebrity.
That's one thing.
How are you going to leverage your
No
celebrity?
matter what those people say for making it band, whatever you want to say, they all got exposure.
They all got exposure.
Which is true.
To the point to where it was in the driver's seat to do what they could do with it.
No doubt.
So that's what Joe said. Joe's made a good point.
It's true.
He said, but let's just say if Mace has some leverage, like Puff is pretty much giving you this image and he's giving you this opportunity. Right. So how much publishing do you really think you're gonna get? Which is true, but he should have something. That's the whack part.
He should have some, but he did have something. Thanks. He did have something. Some of the people on the check-in. We got a lot of people on the check-in. They said Diddy was rapping everybody back in the day. Who we got? Everyone with Puff quit or went under. Who else we got? It was said on the pod that $2 million that Mace offered and came from Diddy.
Yeah, for
was that when 50 was messing with him at the time?
I can't remember, but Bill was right. They did say that.
He did, because he said that to I know he said that to Fifth. It was like, yo, if you want Mace, it's gonna be $2 million. And Puff and 50 was like, yo, he ain't worth $2 million right now. Yo, it always seems like Mace is always like tap dance, bruh. Either fall all the way in or fall all the way back.
He wanted to be a preacher to get that tax.
You want to be a preacher, get that tax-free money. Do what you gonna do, but not like yo people just start dancing all of a sudden. And Puff must be one of the biggest gangsters.
We know
he has to be, because no one's really getting at him.
We know this for a fact.
He is.
We know this for a fact.
Not absolutely for a fact.
See, people don't understand the
But the
people
Lox-
that,
but the Lox
that,
ain't give
that
a
backs Puffy. Puffy got a lot of people back in.
Not a lot. Now the Lox
The Lox
probably
ain't give a fuck.
the Lox did, but the Lox they leveraged the radio.
Oh, they did.
They leveraged the radio. They did one of the smartest moves because now you put him on blast in
I
such a
remember
way.
that.
So
Yeah.
Mason's
such a
doing the
way.
same thing.
But
Now
see,
he
this is what I'm
is,
saying.
yeah.
It's too late.
Now he is.
Once
Mace
you
does
run, you
not
can't
have
come
the
back
same
crying.
celebrity as the Lox did at that time.
They were still in their prime.
They were still in their prime, and they still had. And now they were on the shift
Right.
with another major entity with Rough
Rough
Riders.
Riders, yup.
They don't have Rough Riders. Mace has nobody. He doesn't even have a pulpit right now. So like, it's going nowhere.
No, but I'm again, I'm looking at this on a larger level. We looking at it like just rap. Like we sit here and complain about how we are in this country as a whole, together. Like black people need to do this and how we gonna get together and how we gonna rise but how you gonna do that if you fucking your own people?
Exactly.
So yeah, you have a point, but it's a bigger point.
He's
No.
not the only one. Puffy, I mean,
He's
that's
not.
That's
He's
another
not.
story.
He's not.
But
That is another story.
Puffy ain't the only one that's exposed.
But-
I'm looking at the large picture.
The large picture. All first verse. All first verse.
Look
Yo,
at-
De La Soul, they having a problem with Tommy Boy.
No, I'm with TJ on that one because I always felt that way. I always felt that way. Like
That's why
we
Suge
are
said,
our own
"Come
worst
on over to
enemies.
Death
yo.
Row."
We sit here talk about the Grammy. We wanna bash them. We wanna bash other entities for not giving us respect. But we don't respect our own culture. We just like crabs in the barrel. You know that.
Is that what makes, back to our point when we're talking about the hip hop history, the Master P's so important?
Right. But
I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush.
That makes the Jay-Z so important
Oh.
right now.
But Jay-Z
Hey, hold on,
is
hold on.
over. I ain't even
Just
gonna
gotta
go
finish.
there.
Pay us like you owe us for all the years that you hold us.
And that's the statement he made was
But that's
profound.
what makes
but
him.
Oh no, I know.
But
That's
no,
one of the
I'm saying
greatest
his
lyrics
statement
ever.
was profound, but it was hypocritical at the same time.
Well, I'll be honest. I've never heard of him really doing people dirty.
I haven't.
Money wise.
I haven't. Jay-Z.
except for maybe Sparks, because
Nah.
he ain't have his paperwork right. For
I'm not
I Just
saying he
Wanna Love
did
You.
people money. Why? I heard he stopped people's money though. I heard he stopped people from making money. Not so much he had anything like legally involved with them, but Jay-Z said no, then no.
I think
Jay-Z said no,
I
we
think
don't work with you. Then we not working
with some of those, I heard some of those statements, and I think with Jay, I think that's when the Dame and him and Dame, like Cam said, as much shots and beef that we had with them, Jay still signed off on them checks.
Yeah.
It had to
He
be
said
three
he signed-
signatures.
He signed off on everything.
It had to be three
because think
signatures.
of Cameron was gonna get you money.
He gonna get you money. So at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, yo,
Exactly.
yo, street wise, I might not be
Right.
feeling you.
Yes.
Ego wise, I might not be feeling you.
Yes,
But
yes.
you going, you got some fans and you work hard. So
Yeah.
he definitely respected the hard work.
Mm-hmm.
But at that same time, Jay-Z was one of those guys from an up north artist who believed in himself. And they in speaking to Jay to Mace, he was like, yo, he was like,
He killed me.
how I be the triple platinum artist buck by buck with only my single going gold.
He killed him on Ride or Die.
Rockefeller, it's cold. Leave y'all in the fold. I'm like, yo.
He killed them 2 albums in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes it worse is he was on that album.
The streets
He
was
was on
watching
that
was
one.
my shit.
He was on that album.
I probably get more money off your album
Then
than
you.
Yeah.
You'll always be number two.
Check your own videos, yo.
Yeah.
He was bodying him.
Bodying him. But a lot of people didn't get it at that time.
Right. They know what
because
they know what he
Mace
talking
was
about.
the star.
Right.
So sometimes it's not all about being a star. It's about getting your business right and getting all that handled. Because, you know, you that star, you can
But-
them out.
Yeah, man.
But-
you got the
but-
little
but the
cute
way-
flows,
you know how
the little
you-
cute dances.
You know how you get your business right? You educate people, not fuck them.
How we know Puff did?
He obviously
Come on,
did
man.
it.
He could have. He could have said, "Everybody sit down."
I heard a big chuckle from the other room.
Y'all don't think Puff said, "All right, I need all y'all to get all y'all money.
But
I'm gonna help y'all out." He didn't do that.
This is the thing I say about Puff. Make me laugh though. Jay, you right on this aspect. Something came before you.
And this ain't just about Puff,
Right?
so.
So no, not about Puff. I'm just
It gets
saying-
worse. It
Okay,
gets
let's
worse.
just say I'm signed to a guy that I've seen how he treated artists before me. I still signed to him though.
Yeah.
I can't feel sorry for you if you've seen what he did to XYZ. Now you signed to him with a different mentality. It ain't gonna happen to me.
Well, it's like people with the
But
NFL.
it does happen to you. Why are we still defending that person?
Well, it's like being in the NFL. You know the consequences of life, career-threatening injuries and CTE and all that stuff now.
Right now.
No doubt.
But that's generational wealth.
Right. Right. So you still think so should we blame the NFL for guys still wanting to go in there?
No, because at the end of the day, you're trying to change your whole family's
Exactly.
life.
So it's just a necessary evil.
Yeah,
And that's just the name of the game, like you saying.
But your moral compass is just wrong. I mean, like it's the
I
game.
agree with
Look,
you.
the game
I
is the
agree
game.
with
You're
the
right.
game is
I
the
agree
game.
with you.
Let-
I agree with you, but it don't have to be that way.
You know what? I'm gonna flip it to hair. In the hair business. When shout out to my stylists, all my barbers out there. I see a few of us watching. Shout out to Tika, shout out to Courtney. I'm out there watching. And shout out to Crush, another barber out there watching. When you own a barbershop or a salon, there's a few ways you can get paid. You could pay for your share, or you could pay for commission. Commission like percentage. So you can say, all right, we gonna bust this down 50-50. Could bust it down 60-40. However you're gonna do, but you're paying for your stay, how much you get per whatever, you know what I mean, your percentage going on. Yeah, like so some people you cannot have the clientele and you might owe at the end of the week. And you're like, damn, I had a slow week, but I still own this 200 every week.
Yeah, it's like not recouping.
Not recouping. Or you can make your deal where I'm like, all right, well, if I make this 200, I might owe you 100. However you're going to do, it's all about the deal you're going to make. So know your business. They always say, like, yo, this is a business. Know your business when you're coming in. And if you got an escape plan or if you got a plan for a bigger goal, then do that as well. But look, it is a business.
But sometimes you have to bet on yourself.
And sometimes you have to bet on yourself.
Shouts
Some people,
to Nipsey.
and Nipsey was one who could bet on himself. Everyone's not made to be a boss.
No.
Everyone does not have the discipline to be a boss. So salute to those who can own their own barbershop, own their own salon. Some people can make more money than the person who owns the shop or the salon.
I've seen that.
Sometimes that happens because they got way more clientele.
Yeah, I've seen
but they
it.
got less overhead. So you know, when it comes to being a boss, because that's like the term that came out at one point. I think that was overused. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss.
Slim Thug.
Yeah,
Yeah, him and Ross.
Yeah, him and Ross. Yo, being a boss was not always the biggest and best thing out there. It's not always what it's cut out to be, man. You know, sometimes it's good to be a team player.
You heard Dame Dash talking about. You heard the interview with Dame Dash on the Breakfast Club.
I heard he gave a good one. I heard
He gave a great one.
And he was saying how never work for anybody. Basically, don't raise your kids to be to have a boss.
Oh, you talking about the old one? Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm
yeah,
talking
I
about.
thought
He just
you
did
talking about-
another
he
one
did a new
recently.
good one.
No, I heard the new one. I
Yeah.
saw that one, but
Yeah.
I'm just taking it back to how he kind of recanted it a little bit.
He did.
But I just thought that first interview was
Well,
funny as hell.
Well, I just think he talks a lot without context, but if you can, grasp what he's saying,
I
it makes
like
sense.
Dame that actually.
Yeah.
People can say what they want to say about the man. He is who he is, and that's that.
You know what I will say? I'm starting to see him being correct. He said that he didn't like the fact, like when he gets money with people, he wants everybody to be bosses, right? He wants everybody to have ownership. He wants the team with the crutches, What he say? If every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged.
No
Like
doubt.
Jay get that from Dame. Nobody
Shout
will
out to
fall.
my Alabama family.
Nobody will follow that shit. But I'm starting to see what he mean. Like he said, I didn't get into this to be the only boss and to have my friends as my employees.
No doubt.
And that's I see that happening. He's
they
right.
were splitting it 3 ways equally. I was told, like him, Dame, and Biggs, Jay-Z, Dame, and Biggs was splitting 3 ways.
Yeah.
No, they were.
Everything.
They were
3 ways.
I think that's kind of. I think
Everything. Where's that everything? What about all of Jay's verses?
That's
that
the
he do
point.
on
That
other people's
they
albums?
said everything, no matter what, it was split 3 ways. But that's where I think Jay-Z was like, "Nah, I'm tired of that."
Yeah, well, I'm tired. It's not. Like
Which makes I can't be mad at Jay for being tired of that.
Yeah, I think Jay's like, "I'm tired of this now. Y'all said y'all made me." He said it in the song. Y'all saying y'all made me? Nah, I'm the one now.
Yeah,
So-
but he kind of did. Like, you're not there without Dame, and don't discount
exactly. And I think that Jay-Z just got to the point where
Dame
he
had
wanted.
to have those difficult conversations
Right.
with the record labels and the promoters and all this and that.
And Biggs was underrated, whatever he was doing, because obviously,
don't know what Biggs was
obviously, he was doing something for them to keep him around that long.
Financing
And
it.
what Jay did, he ended up doing. Like, well, actually, let's circle back. So what he did to Dame is what he did to Cap. He went behind their back in them offices. Which, now that I think about it, makes sense. And I'm not saying that he didn't do what was best for him.
It
But-
is what he did.
But he circled back. Like, he said, all of a sudden, Jay having meetings with John Minnelli
Right.
and Leor and without me. And it's just like, well, hold up. I thought it was us against them, and now you with them. And same thing with Cap.
I got a question when it comes to both of them, and I had this debate with one of my good friends, me and my boy Mine. We always going at it with each other, and one of the things was he felt Jay-Z at one point was happier than Dame. He kind of gave like Jay-Z, and I'm like, why do you feel this way? He was like, well, just look at him. And I'm like, all right, I'm looking at him. Jay-Z don't say too much. Jay-Z does not do too much talking. And when he expresses himself and his faults, he does it through rhyme.
Yep.
He does it through his lyrics, does it through his music. Dame is not an artist. Dame does it in an interview.
Yes.
He can say the same thing as Jay-Z, but I feel like we give Jay-Z this pass as the good guy and Dame the bad guy. Do y'all ever feel like that way? Like that's the perception that we look at?
Yeah,
Jay-Z?
absolutely,
Dame is
because-
always the one barking on
You know
people
why?
and
Because
stuff like that.
it's money, power, respect. So and so when we look at people with money or certain status or statures in society, I mean, you're usually going to side with them. Like, that's just people, the man worshiping in people. People just worship humans like Jay is people's fathers. So yeah, absolutely that happens. That don't mean he always wrong. Like, I'm not chastising Jay because I think he does a lot of good too.
And I feel they both. This is my argument too. I was like, I feel they both do good, and I feel they both might tick people off the wrong way as well. But I'm not going to give one a pass because he does his in a rhythmic form, and the other one just states it in an interview.
Well, that's just preference of being articulate or not. So you're this is when niggas, which annoys the hell out of me. But when people say that certain people shouldn't give messages, nah. Whoever can say whatever, the truth is always going to be the truth. It don't matter who gave the message or how they delivered it. Did you get the message? Because you might not get it again.
You
The way you're waiting for it to be delivered, or from the person that you wanted to be delivered from.
The situation with them, when you have a situation with a talent versus a quote unquote executive, they're both in the public eye. People are always going to gravitate to the talent because that's what drew you into them in the first place.
Yeah.
So we all knew that Jay-Z was the talent, but people that really knew the game knew that this engine was working because of Dame. We don't know what Biggs did because he just never let anybody know. But we knew Dame was the engine. So the same with Puffy and Big. And Puffy got flack for seemingly wanting to be in front of Big, even though Big was the talent. Puffy dancing all up in the videos. all
dancing.
That was
Exactly.
that was needed.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, for the masses of people, some people felt like Suge felt. You're in the way. But as of, you think, well, this is a part of it. So you had both sides. So you had people agreeing with Suge, like, yeah, this guy just trying to take shine from Biggie, even though
Nigga, I love Hov. Shut up.
I think we didn't feel that way. But I'm saying, so anytime you got a person that standing around versus a person that's actually doing things, you get misconstrued of like who is this a act like look at Chuck D and Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Total
Flavor opposites.
Flav became almost bigger than the guy that's actually was the talent.
Absolutely.
You have to put medicine.
Absolutely.
You got to put medicine in the candy.
You know what I'm saying? So, but we didn't look at Flavor
Hold on, T,
Flav.
you got to do what?
You got to put medicine in the candy.
You got to put medicine in the
But
can.
we didn't look at Flavor Flav like he was in the way. We looked at him; he was a part of it.
The dopest ad libs.
And that's why I see what Puffy was
He
doing.
never had
I looked at
verse.
Puffy the same way like
Good
the
one.
Flavor Flav.
That's a good one. I feel you.
But like a Dragon and a DMX, like this is the hype man. We grew up with hype men. It was okay to have a hype man.
It was okay.
But people looked at Puffy like, come on, Puffy, you now you
Freaky
rapping.
Tah.
You know, so
Jim Jones.
Jim
Jim
Jones.
Jones. Right. So the list goes on and on, but I think Dame Dash was on that same level of like a hype man for Jay-Z.
A hype man, and on top of that, a great businessman.
That's how I looked at it. So I had no problem with Dame being around.
So another thing we got into was the fact of, and you already know we're gonna have these other arguments later on. This is my executive producer right here. We're talking about he feels that Jay was more happier because he's talking about family, and I'm like.
Yeah, Beyonce.
And I'm like, yo, I remember being at Garden State Plaza back when they used to have one of those skateboard stores and he'd have a ramp in the back. And I'm seeing, I used to have a picture. It was Dame with his son. This is like 2002, 2001. Dame's always been about his family. I remember seeing Dame ride his bikes around Bryant Park with his family. The whole family riding. Before it was IG, before it was all this stuff to make it popular of doing it, I seen him really doing that in real life. So the stuff that he's preaching, I always seen him do that. But now, because Hov has a dope beat behind it.
Yeah, Jay caught that way later.
And I'm like, yo, why is it? Oh, because reality, because now it's on social media, so now we all believe it.
Is it because he had kids way later?
Well, he said,
it could be that as well.
But also, he said a man, because he's never loved a woman also. Supposedly. But a man, he said a man that doesn't take care of his family can't be rich. Something. I missed that whole shit. He's admitting at 48 years old that he missed that. He didn't grasp that. He on the 444 album, he didn't grasp that concept at the time.
And I'm like, to me, Dame always preached that concept. He always had that right there. So, just food for thought. Before we wrap it up, I want to give a shout out to my boy. He was supposed to be on the show next week. We just had a little misunderstanding, and it's going to be a dope show. My man Aaron Morton, one of the dopest actors coming from the field. I'm going to give y'all a few. Yeah, that's him right there in that movie. Where They See Us, the way they see us. That's the name of it.
When They
See Us. Y'all know. Look, man. I halfway pay attention to Netflix, but that was a dope movie. He is in that. He's definitely one of the most
ABC for life.
ABC for life. That's my boy Aaron Morton, one of Plainfield's finest. He will be on next week, the 10th. So for some of y'all watching, hoping y'all can see him, y'all will see him next week. Shout out to everybody's support. We got so many people on the check-in that I want to.
Check-in was lit tonight.
Check-in was lit tonight. Yo, Bill, shout out to you. CJ, shout out to yo.
When Bill coming up here, yo?
Bill, what's up? When you coming back up here?
Bill tripping.
Bill, we need you in February, man. We need you to come up soon. Like I said, shout out to my Birmingham family. Shout out to Courtney. And Courtney, we need on the phone interview, or we gonna need you to just fly up. Nah, I wish I could fly you up here. But we're gonna need you on the show. Shout out to Crush, shout out to everybody, Malcolm. Shout out to Doe. Doe was on the check-in. Shout out to my boy Keith, my sister Jade, having fun down there. Shout out to Ruben, shout out to Miss Lax out there watching. Everybody on the check-in. Salute to all y'all. Sure. Thank you, Court. Of course, I'm gonna make sure I get in contact with you. Bill, thank you, and thank you all the viewers. Ariel, thank you. Justin, dope show with you last week. Make sure y'all watch his podcast, and we'll make sure we re-air the show. And anybody got any
spread the vibes, pass the word.
Pass the word, man. Bears and Baldheads every Monday. What time we start? A little bit after 9. It's 8-9. It's 8-9, but a little bit after.
I keep you waiting a little bit.
We're going to make sure y'all put the kids to bed. Get y'all drink ready. Get y'all food ready so y'all can watch. We got soup on the side. She know how we get down, but she love us to death. We appreciate y'all.
Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Hate that.
Y'all don't want us early.
We got leap year, though. We got extra day.
See? It might be a Monday on that one right there. Yo, man, shout out to my barber, shout out to my stylist, shout out to this photographer right here.
No doubt.
True lies.
That was nice.
And tell Blast, you remember, you was around, I was the biggest Hov stan when I was young.
Need more people. Now I'm messing with you.
I was an old fan.
But shout out to everybody watching. Make sure y'all pass to a friend, y'all share, let them know. And this Friday, I ain't been out there in a while, but I'm going to tell y'all something that's going to be fly, and y'all going to have a good time. It's going to be lit. Y'all go to TJI Fridays. Every Friday night live, y'all can catch the happy hour You're gonna have the best DJs coming from the family of BKS1 Radio. You're gonna have the General DJ Stormin Norman. You're gonna have DJ Jess. I hate when I say Stormin Norman. Like I just like Norm, the General. You know I can't say the whole thing. And you got Smooth P, KT. You got Sassy. Shout out to everybody. And his General birthday's coming up too, man. So shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all come through every Friday. Y'all gonna have a good time. Shout out to my barbers and my stylists. We y'all beards and bald heads. Make sure y'all pass this on, share it with a friend. We out.
Peace.
Tupac ain't died for nothing. That's what I said.
Said true this month. Pick a beat.
Got you.
Thank you, Court. Thank you, Mouth.
No problem, Bill.
Pick a beat. Oh shit.
Yeah.